All right, I think we're back on here. Got it. Okay, we're live streaming. Can I get, if you guys seen a little glitch, I came on and left. I want to make sure I'm streaming now live. So can I get a, hey, I'm here. Hello, hello. Give me a little emoji just to make sure that we're streaming. I got a green light on this end, so I'm going to keep going with it. So hopefully you are seeing the title of today's Hypno Happy Hour. First, welcome. I'm so excited. I am juiced to be here today. As you guys know, I get super excited. I get giddy because I love breaking through the barriers, the BS, the programs, the paradigms. I like blasting through all of those blocks that are stopping your happiness. Oh, right? Like we came here to be happy, and there's just block after block. It feels like there's just a war going on, right? And it's like, no, we came to suit up, boot up, and get rid of those blocks. So if you're excited like me, put I'm excited. Yes. All right, you guys. Just gonna grab and make sure that we are streaming over there. I haven't got an emoji yet. So let me just make sure that we are streaming. Yeah, we are streaming. I'm seeing them come through. Okay, beautiful. So you see the title, Create a Dream Plan That Works. You know, a lot of what I'm seeing going on and a lot of the energy around the end of the year is like new year, new me. I'm going to create all these goals. I have this magnificent dream that I want to create in 2022 is going to be the best new year, right? I'm going to do this and do this and do this. And it's like all it is like heightened energy, right? All this renewed energy is coming up and it's alive and you're feeling it. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you're ready to leave so much of the problems in the past. Like you're ready to be over 21 and you are like, yeah, like I'm going to do this. I'm going to have this. And this is how the next year is going to be. And I'm setting all these New Year's resolutions and all these goals. I don't mean to laugh, but it is. It's like, this is what everyone's doing, right? And it's good. It's like, let's use this energy. And so what a lot of like action orientated people are doing is that they're creating dream boards. They're creating dream books. Right? They're creating these things. And like who here, I want to hear from you. Have you created a dream board before? Put yes, me, created a dream board. Have you created a dream book? It's very similar. If you have not created a dream board or a dream book before, I'll tell you a little bit what it is, but I'm going to tell you also how that's just one ingredient to the recipe and how it does not work at all by itself, but it's also a very vital ingredient. So the dream board is usually like, I have this big, I don't know what it is, like 3x4 foot poster board that has a frame and everything that you can like put pins inside on my wall. And what people usually do, this is what you'll hear mostly, is that people will take magazines and they'll just like go through the magazine and everything that resonates with their heart, the things that they really love, whether it's words like happiness, courageous, wealthy, you know, all these words that spark a good feeling inside of them. They'll cut the words out and they'll put it up there. Pictures of things that they want could be like a house, a car, a dress. If you're wanting to manifest a marriage, you'll put like this happy couple and hopefully put your own face on that face. Like the dream board is this visualization. It's this visual board where you're actually putting clippings and printouts of all the things that you want to create. Okay. And so that's what a dream board is. And the board itself, oh, let me go back. The dream book is also the same. I have a dream book. It's a 3-ring binder, a smaller one, and it has like sleeves. Now, I don't know what everyone else has. I'm going to tell you what my dream book looks like, but I have this near my nightstand. So every night I actually look at all the pictures, all the things that I am creating nightly, right? My dream book, a dream board is in another room. So I'm obviously not staring at that all the time, but it's up. Your dream book is something that hopefully you can pull from under your pillow, off your nightstand, under your bed. It's something that you are going to be looking at all the time. And it's actually like paper. So in the sleeves, you can put pictures of all the things that you're wanting, very similar to what I just described on the dream board. Nothing different about those pictures. It's just how one sits is different. Okay. So if you needed clarity on what a dream board or a dream book is, and really what the technique of that having these things tangible and near you is so that you are focusing, looking, you're actually visualizing these things. And hopefully you're taking in the feelings as if you already have these things. Now, that is how a dream board or dream book is designed to be used. Probably a lot of people aren't using it in that way. They're looking at their dream board or dream book and feeling the lack of those things, feeling not good about those things. They're looking at those things as if I don't have those things, and how do I create those things? And you know, they're still on a board. They're not in my room yet. And so, you know, unfortunately, the book or the dream board is counteractive if you're not using it properly. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I am going to say they're very important pieces. I do use them. I have for years, and I've been able to create what's on those boards. And I'm going to give you the correct dream plan of actually how to create those things off of the board and into your life. Okay, this is a point where we get very down to earth. We get very realistic. We get very specific. Are you ready? Are you ready? Give me a yes, yes, yes. If you're ready, I'm ready. I'm ready if you're ready. You know, I was going to do something here. I was actually going to put a link. If anyone wanted to jump on and personally talk to me right now, and I would actually help you create your own specific dream plan. Does that sound like something you want to do? Maybe I'll do that on the next Hypno Happy Hour. I'll talk about it. I'll lay down the plan. And if you're watching this right now, put in the comments that you want to be hot seated. You want to be called up, and I'll actually give you a private session live on our next Hypno Happy Hour. And I'll go through actually devising your plan, creating your dream, the dream board thing you want, actually getting very specific, creating it into breadcrumb trail to how you actually materialize that thing in your life. Yeah? Does that sound good? I mean, people pay hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for me to do that with them personally. So if you want that personal session here on live so we can demonstrate it for everyone, like put in the comments, me, I would love to do that. Okay. And then I'll pick the lucky winner. All right. So we're going to continue on. This is actually creating a dream plan that works. So right now, please get a blue pen. You know who I am, a blue pen, very specific. Get a blue pen and paper because you're going to get the formula right now on how to do that. So grab yourself some pen and paper or whatever you have available to you right now. Grab it, grab it, go, go, go. Okay, go. If you're just signing on, you're just seeing this is how to create a dream plan that actually works. I'm going to debunk why that whole dream board and dream book by itself is no good. Just does not work. And I'm going to give you something that I've been using for over a decade now that has brought in every single thing that I put my mind onto. Okay, we're talking about many luxury homes, the luxury cars, the soulmate, the healthy body, the children, the abundance, the trips. All right, I'm going to tell you how I've been able to do all of that. So you guys, come on. Don't play around. You're ready to do this. Get your pen and paper. Okay, this has taken me many, many years to formulate and thousands of dollars that I've paid great mentors to help me fine tune this. All right, so if you're ready, here we go. Step number 1, I want you to title this paper, at the top, put dream plan, okay? bullet number one is going to be my dream life. So write that out, my dream life. This is the very important first step. Have to draw out of you right now what your dream life actually looks like. And this is where most, guru and law of attraction experts will teach you is that, do the dream board. The dream board is usually the dream life, which is just step number one. There's a few more steps after doing this that are very vital to the creation process. So step one, what's your dream life? Give me your dream life in 5 to 10 years from now. This is very important. Very important. Go ahead, start writing. Think about your dream life in 5 to 10 years from now. What would that look like? And do not play small with me. No. You came here to live big. Dream big. Dream big. That is the only difference between someone who is average, small fry, than someone who's actually doing massive creative work in the world is because they're dreaming big. That's the only difference. So I want you to expand. What are the things in 5 to 10 years from now? How much money are you making? Put it down. Go big. Go what lights your heart up. Are you making 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month? Are you a $500,000? Are you a millionaire? Are you a billionaire? Put down 5 to 10 years from now that it makes you feel amazing when you put that down. Okay. If it's, I'm making 30,000 a month or, 6 figures a year, if that lights you up, you can't get it wrong. That's your light. That's your dream. Put it down. Where are you living? What is your house like? Do you have acreage? Are you in the city? Are you in a penthouse? Do you have the white picket fence? Do you have the mansion or just the beautiful cottage? Where are you living? What is your dream? If money was not an object at all, money was just not an issue. You had so much of it. It is just ridiculous. You can be, do, or have anything and everything that you want. That's how big I want you to dream. What are you living in? Is it a 1,200 square foot or a 12,000 square foot, baby? Come on, put it down. What kind of car are you driving? What was that dream car? Remember, this 5 to 10 years from now. What is that dream car that you would cut out of the magazine, and you would put it on your dream board? Write it down. Are you taking quarterly trips or yearly trips? Are you taking European vacations? What kind of adventures are you taking? What kind of experiences? Do you want to go wine tasting everywhere? Are you traveling the world for the best cheese? I don't know. Really, what lights you up? What excites you? Are you traveling the world? Are you looking at yachts? And are you on a ship? Are you taking cruises? Come on, most people stop right here. Don't you stop. Dream big. Dream big. Are you married? Do you have kids? Do you have A+ health? Go all the way. How do you feel every day when you wake up? Are you in a state of gratitude, of happiness? What are you doing is of service important to you? Are you helping and serving a certain organization? Do you have your own organization? Dream big, okay? Remember, this is out in the future, something that's it has to be so big. It has to be like a massive gravitational pull. This thing has to have momentum to get your ass up every day. Living out this wild world that we live in with all the craziness that comes into our world. We got to have some massive gravitational pull that's going to keep you going towards this, baby. I want something big. Do you have multiple companies? What kind of companies? Are you helping the homeless? Are you helping homeless children? What is this dream life? Do you have a theme park? Yes, I said a theme park. Okay. What do you have? Think about Walt Disney. What did his dream? is the size I'm talking about for you to write down. Something massive. Do you have a massive community garden? Right? What kind of business are you owning? Big, 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 big. Okay. I'm feeling some good energy come through right now. Don't look at me. Just keep writing. Just keep writing. And just know that replay this. And this is something that you can finish later, of course. And you're going to do multiple times as you're fine tuning this. So, don't worry that you can't get it all down right now, because you can watch replay and pause it. You can also fine tune and go back. My dream plan is something that I'm always massaging, always looking at. So just know that's a part of creation. So it's not going to be this one shot thing. I got to know right now. No, you can always keep adding to it. Okay. Now, here is something. This is where most folks don't know and do not do this. This is why all of those beautiful dream boards that are out there turn to nothing. It's actually pretty sad, because most people, they'll look at their dream board and it's up there collecting dust for a year, and maybe one thing came true. Maybe. It's because they don't do the next step of what I'm about to tell you. And there's a few steps. But you have to know something about you as part spirit, part human. There's the visualizing, there's the tuning in, there's being in that intuitive space where you're visualizing and you're creating in the ether, the etheric space, the spiritual space, the energetic space. Okay, this is you bringing that thought to frequency to material. There's this space, but then you're part human, okay? Like, it's okay to live in a dream world. Like no, you need to create your dreams in this life. Don't just sit there and fantasize and meditate and think that it's going to drop from the sky. Like, that's not how it works when you got a human body. Okay. So people get stuck over here in the guru land of hocus pocus and thinking they're always going to dream and dream and dream and dream, but they're not ever pulling all of those ideas and dreams out of the vortex and into reality. You have to bring it into reality, okay? You're not going to sit here and meditate like this and it's just going to fall here. You've got to be able to take all that gold you just conjured, all of those ideas and dreams and desires, and listen to the next step, and then go and implement it. Go and just crush it. Okay, this is why we have limbs and fingers and legs and bodies, because we are here to move and to create. Okay, not to just meditate. So I'm going to teach you those next steps. So the next step, after you've created this beautiful dream life, it's in the vortex. That's what you are designed to create. You want that. Now you have to have a chief aim. Some people will call this a goal. You have the dream. Your next step, number 2, I think I'm backwards, number 2 will be your chief aim, AKA your goal. This is something that you are going to create within the next 6 months to 1 year. It's a goal. It's a goal that is a vehicle to the dream. Let me say that again. Your goal is something you are going to create in 6 months to 1 year. And it's a vehicle to that dream life that you just painted. Okay. Please do not take this lightly. Do not waste your time. Really, really take in what I just said. That what I just told you took me years of mentoring to understand and to get and to formulate. This is where most people aren't actually taking the stuff out of the vortex into reality. You got to have that goal. Now you may say, Derek, well, what is that goal? That goal has to be in a sweet spot. You might have heard that before. It has to be big enough to get you excited, but small enough that you believe you can achieve it. I'll say that again. This comes directly from my mentor, Mr. Kevin Trudeau. This has to be big enough, and probably his mentor and his mentor, okay? This is centuries of knowledge that I'm giving you. So big enough to get you excited and small enough that you believe you can achieve it. So it's something that you know that you can create within, like you're going to create it in 2022. You are going to actually create this goal. What is it? Is it going to be your own business? Is it going to be finding your soulmate and getting married? These are goals that you know it's big enough to excite you. Like, that would excite me if I found my soulmate, or oh my goodness, if I had my own business, or oh my goodness, if I got that promotion, or oh my goodness. Like, it has to be very exciting, but small enough for you, like, I got that. Right? So I'll give you some examples. Well, I have many clients, but I have a client going after a pilot. She has like an internship, certain number of flights to be a pilot. So she'll be a pilot in 22, soulmate for another client. One person is wanting to create a franchise for these, I won't spill the beans, but it's super cool what this person is thinking about. So something like this, and I have like gajillions of ideas from whatever excites you. So just think about, it's a vehicle that is going to get you. It's like one of those things that's, this is going to help me live that dream life. What is that goal? What is that goal? I have a lot of clients who want to partner in other businesses, that want to climb the ladder in their actual corporate world that they're in the business they're already under. They want to be at a higher position, making 10, 20 more $1,000 a year. I have clients that want to open a gym. I have one client just opened up a chain restaurant. Another client that opened up a first restaurant. So just think about, like, it's a doable. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, but here's one more thing I'm going to say. It has to be very specific. Like, if you were to tell me what your goal is, like you say it in a sentence, it has to be so specific that I'm like, oh, I can see that. You got it. Right? It has to be that. Like, you can write it on a card and show anyone and they'll be like, oh, I can clearly see what you're creating. It has to be that very specific. Big enough to get you excited, small enough to where you believe you can achieve it. Okay. All right. I can feel the wheels spinning. I can see the excitement. I had one person that she wants to create a community garden in her front yard. She can absolutely do that. It was a friend of mine here on Facebook. Like, she wants to actually do that, and she can absolutely do that. Right? That's one of her goals that can lead to like the bigger community idea that she has, the dream that she has. Okay. I have another client who wants to move to another state. She wants to move to North Carolina, but to do that, she has to find an online school. She's a teacher. She wants to find a school to be able to do that. So she wants a different job and find a place within 1 year. So in 2022, she's living in North Carolina and she's working for a school district that believes in her belief systems. Can she do that? Heck yeah. Certainly, she's got me on her side. She gonna knock that out. So you have to know, like, what is that thing? All right, so I'm going to move on. Now, step number 3. I was going to say this is so important, but every single step is so important. Are you listening? Are you excited? Are you excited? Step number 3. What is that? Hashtag number 3. Number 3 is, why is this goal important to you? Why is it important to you? If your goal, for example, is to have a soulmate, tie the why, and it has to be so emotionally attached. For example, I have clients who their dreams, I've been in this business for over a decade, so I've seen many miracles created, let me tell you. And for example, I just had a client last week find her soulmate. And so I said, but before she did that, I said, why is that important to you? And her reason, because no one in her family line has ever been married, happily married. That no one in her line, any of the women in her line, has never had a successful, happy marriage. No one has found their person. And she wanted to be that person that broke that generational chain right there, to break it. And I completely understand that, because I'm actually one who did that in my family line. I married my soulmate. So I'm completely attached to that. And that's something that is very, very emotional, right? So you think about, if it's like you want to create a legacy or you want to create more money, well, why? Why is creating $20,000 extra a year important to you? Do you want to provide a better life for your kids? Right? That would be tying a why. You're going to need something that actually pulls you, like really pulls you out of bed every day, keeps you going towards that goal every day, keeps you inspired with those impulses every day. You got to know your purpose for why you're doing this. You want to create your own business. I have a client who's in the crystal business. She wasn't before, and now she is. And I said, why do you want to do this? Because I want to bring truth of healing frequencies to the world. I want to help people overcome this and this and this and this. I want to heal different parts of them. I want to help the planet. Like, she was tying all sorts of beautiful whys to her goal, which kept her on fire to obtaining that. Because there's dreaming and then there's doing, okay? There's going to be that human part of you that's going to have to step up to the plate and actually do what the universe is requesting of you to make it materialize. Does that make sense? Am I landing? Is this making sense? Are you realizing now why, oh my goodness, so many of those plans never worked? They never came to fruition because I stopped pursuing. I thought it was just supposed to come to me. No, you go and it comes. It's like this. But when you stop, this stops. You know what I'm saying? So we are creating a plan that works. All right. So now you've tied your why. You want to break generational chains. You want to be the first one in your family to be rich, to be wealthy. You want to donate. You want to be able to give back to society. You want to give something to society that you know it needs. You want to help people. You want to show people they can do it. You want to live a better life because you deserve it. And why? Like, you just got to tie that why. Do you hear what I'm saying? So now you got that why. So now you're going to go to step 4. Make sure we're good on time. Step 4 is where you begin to brain dump. And that may sound crazy, but step 4 is when you just write out a list of all the possibilities of you creating that goal. Okay, I call this step next logical step. It's like the logical. This is where you're using more of your mind versus your heart. You're going to put down these logical steps of like, how could I get that promotion? Or how could I create that company? Or how can I build that, community garden? Or how can I find my soulmate? Or how can I lose 40 pounds? That can be a beautiful, brilliant goal. How can I cure my diabetes? Maybe you just want better health as your goal. Be specific, but everybody is different. Everybody's goal and dream life is different. And that's beautiful. And no one has it wrong. Your dream life, your happiness and success is going to look very different from mine or from him or from her or from whoever. And nobody has the wrong plan. The problem is that most people don't have a freaking plan. Don't have a plan. And so they're pointing the finger and complaining about life instead of actually creating life. All right. So you're creating this plan. All right. So you start writing down all the ways. Well, maybe I could start looking into, let's say if you want to lose 40 pounds, maybe I could start looking into the blood type diet. By the way, that's amazing. If anyone wants to know how to get their body back to the state it's supposed to be in, eat right for your blood type. Oh, I just gave you gold. So maybe I can look up that. Maybe I can start thinking about stretching. Maybe I could start drinking extra more water. Maybe I could start going for walks. Maybe I could join this health club. You're just brain dumping all the ideas of how to obtain your goal. Something I want to tell you that's very important right now because I feel it coming through. I don't care how stupid those ideas sound. I don't care. Do not write them down because of that. It's like once you pop the seal and the universe is pouring information to you, the first few ones may sound stupid. Sometimes mine do, but don't stop. You just keep going. And I promise the more that you go, the more solid these ideas will come to you. I can start swimming. I can start grounding myself in nature. I could start this. I could start researching. I could join this club. I can join this group. I can it'll start, the breadcrumbs will start to come down through to you once you start writing. This is a guarantee. But don't stop yourself and start judging what's coming out. That's when you limit yourself. So just keep writing, even if it sounds ridiculous. Does that make sense? Am I landing? You know what I'm talking about, right? I know you do. Okay. So you can always keep adding to all of these sections as well. Now, the final step. Oh, I already feels just like, I've been giving so much energy out. Are you still with me, you guys? Are you still with me? Charge up, shake your body off, shake your body out. You're on the final step. You stayed with it. You might be overwhelmed. You might have too many ideas. You might still be confused. That's okay. Just reach out, get help. Let it sit for a day. Come back at it tomorrow. Believe me, it'll start getting super clear. I can do plans with my eyes closed now in a couple minutes for a person. Just boom, 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 boom. And in the beginning, it was a lot. So just know, take your time. The final step is something I call baby step. The baby step is what it sounds like. It's the very next step. So on step 4, you just brain dumped a whole bunch of good ideas, bad ideas, whatever ideas on how to do this. So like, for example, my client who wants to go to North Carolina to be a teacher in North Carolina in the philosophy that she wants to teach and the way she wants to teach, some of her next steps were practice interview questions. We'll first look up interview questions, then practice them, create like a LinkedIn account. She created some other sort of like teacher website thing. She had all these ideas, right? Of like bunch of ways that she could do. She was looking up all the different jobs in North Carolina. She was seeing what's open and what could potentially be open. She was just researching all that stuff, right? These were her next logical steps that she could come up with at the time. And then her next baby step was I think it was creating her resume was like her next one, right? And so she like revamped her resume. That's her baby step. So I'm giving you an idea of what your baby step will be. You take one item from step number 1 or step number 4, From step number 4, you take one item that you know, this seems like the ripe and ready step. It seems like the most logical step to do like this week. So you do one baby step per week, more if you knock them out. That's it. You're not stressing yourself out of like, I got to do all these steps. How am I going to get this dream? How am I going to make this goal happen? I'm over here. It's way over there. Do not do that to yourself. Seriously, have your map, your dream plan that works, and take that baby step, that one baby step. Like for one of my clients who just recently manifested her soulmate, her first step was like create a match account. Right? He's like, that was step number 1. You can do that in a week, right? And as you do it, you just kind of check off. You can also formulate new ideas and you can put them on the step number 4, and you start doing that. And I promise you, if you are driven, if you are clear, if you actually do what it takes, and all this should be very fun because it's for your goal, within 6 months to a year, you will have your goal. You will have it. If you don't have it, it's because you didn't do this. That's it. Like that is it. I've seen thousands of clients. I've had thousands of my own experience. That's the recipe. I'm going to leave you one little token, one little last piece right now. That goal that you're focusing on for 22 is all that you're focusing on. You have to have a magnificent obsession. What does that mean, Derika? You have to be so focused. Society knows, I'm not going to talk about conspiracy things, but they know about distracting your focus. Who here has actually stayed tuned to me this whole time? You have focus. You're going to make it. Those that jump on and off, they don't have focus. They will not create their goal unless they're going to come back on and watch it at a better time. Focus. Don't go to this goal, then this goal, then this goal, and this goal. All you're doing is putting little spurts of energy and creating nothing. Have consistency, have character about yourself, have focus about yourself. This is why you should have a coach or a mentor, because we're not taught this. We have to have accountability to ourselves. So if you focus, meaning on your spare time, this is all that you're doing on your spare time, you got it, baby. You got it in the bag. Okay? So take your time, create your dream plan that lights you up. And I promise if you do it in this exact order, it'll be very hard to steer you away from it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be very, very hard because you are in love with this plan. All right. I love you all so much. I truly, truly do. I hope you found this just as exciting and it lit you up and it just put this hope in your body and this just higher, like pop the ceiling for some of you. I really, really do. I know you can do it. And if you really want me to walk you through your own plan, like the dream, the goal, the next steps, the baby step, if you want me to be there for you, put Derika, help me with my dream plan, like me, whatever. I read the comments and I will pick that lucky winner. Okay. All right. So much love to you all. And please do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.